All right, welcome to the core challenge week 2. So in week 1, we started becoming aware of our transverse abdominals and we started pulling in to kind of get them awareness and also build a little control there. Now this week we're going to add in bracing to this. And so the first thing I want to clarify is what bracing is, because I had this question. So what does bracing mean? So imagine that someone is going to punch you in the stomach and you immediately brace, right? So that's bracing. Now, you don't have to do super max tension bracing, but you want to challenge yourself a little bit in this exercise with a couple different things, with using the transverse abdominals, we'll talk about that, and then adding that brace afterward, and then breathing into that brace position. So how this week's going to work for our 2-minute exercise is you're going to start with our normal thing. We're just going to breathe in through our nose. We're going to exhale. We're going to pull in just lightly, and then I want you to try and see if you can brace. Now, if you're having a little hard time with that, what you can do first is just find your brace regularly. So just stand, kind of relax, and then brace your core like someone's going to punch you, and then see if you can feel your core brace. Now this would be your standard brace here. And I turned it aside because when you do the second one, when this is your standard brace, and if I were to keep my hands like right here and try not to let them move, then I would do the same thing. I would inhale, just lose the brace kind of, inhale, exhale, now pull in, and now brace. And so now I'm braced just a little bit further in and my transverse abdominals are activated during this brace. Now you can kind of keep this good tension. You say just good, not as be max, but play with the tension amount you have here and try to keep making sure it's there. And also see if you can now breathe, and you can even just walk a little bit here and keep that brace, and see if when you breathe, can you feel almost like the core is not expanding per se because you have it braced. But you breathe in low and you feel the air kind of, maybe try and think of the air coming into your obliques and breathing 360 here. All right. So that's this week. Now, if you're having any problems with this, or if you're not sure if you're getting it right, you can do like a combo exercise. You can combine last week where you pull in really strongly, hold for a couple seconds where we do the breath hold, and then relax. And then try to, the second one, then go into our bracing and add that bracing where you will inhale, exhale. So inhale, exhale, pull in, and then try to brace. And then just try to breathe here and keep the brace and don't lose it while you're breathing. So you can kind of experiment with a little bit, experiment with how much you pull in, experiment with your posture too, because if you're more hunched over, it tends to be easier to brace. But if you stand tall, and then you exhale, and then you brace, you're in a better position here where you'd want to be more naturally. So keep an eye on your posture too, and just brace here, and then see if you can kind of slightly move. Next week, we're going to get into more movement and bracing and exercise and keep building on this. But that will be this week's homework. Try to experiment with breathing, bracing, TVA, pull in, and then we'll see you guys next week. Take care.